Hello and welcome back to another series. This is obviously the Not Wake Up prank, and we are starting off strong with AsaNoyaUshiTen, currently the ship that I am hyperfixating on. So perfect! Now this does pick up off of the Lab Go Quiet series, so if you have not seen that, pause here and watch that series. It is super amazing. I enjoyed writing it, and I've gotten good feedback from it, so I know you will like it. And this one kind of hurt writing because I love Ushijima, and I brought up some of his insecurities, but it's fine, it's fine. But let's just get to it. Hello my lovely viewers. Looking for some affordable Angua quality anime merch? Want to support your favorite Haikyuu team or join UA? What about joining the Straw Hat Pirates for an adventure or two? Want to join the Black Wolves or the Fairy Tale Guild? Well, this site has that and so much more. Use my discount code and receive 10% off your entire order. Link and code is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Alright, you queers, get your asses out of bed. Osamu, what's your language? Damn, you're starting to sound like Kita. What is this? I'm proposing a challenge. You know, you honestly seem like the last one to do something like this. To be fair, remember who his twin is? Right. Spit it out, what is it? Oop, Kashi is salty today. Right, we will prank our partners by not waking up. It can be as delicate or extreme as you deem it to be. Why would I do that? This is ridiculous. Agreed. Come on, I'll treat you the free onigiri. Deal. Did I stutter? And that's on being poor. Still paying off school fees. You know it. I feel you, my friend. Can't relate, losers. I opened up a business. Osamu! Why do I even try anymore? I'll go first, then. I'm tired. Ushijima thought that maybe once practice was over, it would be fine. Maybe his muscles could relax and he could breathe. Maybe by then, a throbbing migraine crashing into his skull would wane, and the sound of his teammates wouldn't irritate him as much as it did. Maybe a weight would have been released from his tense shoulders. But he was wrong. His hopes had quickly diminished with each step he took walking outside the gym, towards home. He grimaced when Noya had practically screamed upon his arrival. While Nishinoya was the traveler, he couldn't constantly travel, and now was one of those periods he stayed at home waiting for his lover's return. Ushijima had just so happened to be the first one back home. To shut him up for just a moment to ease his pounding head, the ace picked up the former libero and carried him up the stairs to the bedroom and fell onto the bed. Uchi, what are you— Ushijima placed a hand over his mouth and grumbled a response. Sorry, you. Just a moment, please. Observing the taller's pained expression, Noya immediately stopped thrashing around and lowered his tone significantly. Is everything okay? The smaller gasped in surprise when the ace tightened his hold. His arm slithered around Noya's waist, trapping him in his embrace. Ushi? Noya tapped his chest a few times until perceiving his sleeping form. He smiled, snuggling closer into the giant, wanting to warm him of any tension in his tired body. He wanted to be the one the stubborn ace could reside in, even if it was just cuddling. Noya would gladly be of use for that any time. Ushijima had always stayed silent, and spoke very little regarding his own struggles and mental battles. It took an unfortunate accident of Ushijima's parents visiting to bring his mental health up to the surface. He wasn't a prodigy like everyone believed. It was drilled into him to become a tool from a young age, He was taught to use his disability of being left-handed to beat his opponents. Ishijima never had a childhood. That part of his life was taken from him by the people he was supposed to call mom and dad. Because of the trials he faced as a child, he never knew it was okay to confide in others and those he trusted and loved to heal. Tendo would be his anger and fight for him if need be. The redhead raged upon seeing the Ace's parents and was the one who ultimately kicked them out of their home to shun them just as they shunned their child's emotions. Asi wept for him, shedding plenty of tears in place of Ishijima, who almost never cried, even when he wanted to. Crying was a weakness, he was taught. Asi proved him wrong time and time again. If crying was a weakness, then how was Asi able to stand against him in high school? And Noya, he would be the one to hold him, to protect him from the cruel world that failed him time and time again. Nothing could stop them from giving Ushijima everything he deserved, and more. We're home! The redhead leaped through the door, leaving a rather stressed Asi stumbling in through the doorway, balancing both his and Tenno's belongings. It was only whenever Noya hushed them that movement ceased from that corner of their home. Even Asi froze in his tracks, and he wasn't even the one creating the noise. Shh, Ushi's sleeping. The traveler whispered once Tendo walked in the room, though he was unable to see who it was, still diligently trapped in Ushijima's tight grasp, even when in deep slumber. He is stuck there? A little bit. Asi walked in after setting their belongings down and smiled warmly at the sight of Ushijima calmly sleeping. The normal furrow in his brow had been released, and he looked at peace. Innocent, even. I'll start on dinner. It shouldn't take long. You might want to go ahead and wake him, so he won't be half asleep eating. Noya pouted. Why do I have to be the one that wakes him? How can I wake that? He gestured to the adorable sight of Ushijima, who somehow hadn't stirred from the noise. Good luck, love. What, Satori? Well, I think I might have left something downstairs. Oh, that is complete bullshit. He groaned once he heard the door shut. Great, he was alone, and now he had to be the one to disturb the giant's sleep. Grumbling, the former Libero began shaking Ushijima's shoulder gently. Ushi, baby, wake up. Asi and Satori are home. They're making dinner now. Aren't you hungry? Ushi? The furrow on his brow grew, shaking him a bit harder. Ushi, wake up. He still didn't budge. Hey, Wakatoshi? Noya fought in his grip, miraculously breaking free, and sat next to him, shaking him even harder than before. He felt his heart drop when he still received no response, not even a non-verbal response. He didn't stir in the slightest. Hey, this isn't funny. Ushijima had always been a light sleeper. He'd stir just from the slightest movements they'd make in bed when adjusting their position in bed. So why was now any different? Something was wrong. Nishinoya ran down the stairs, skipping a few in the process, and bolted into the kitchen. She isn't waking. I tried, but... Datewa turned away from the stone upon discerning the traveler's panicked tone. Hey, breathe for me. What's going on? I tried waking him, but he isn't moving. He isn't waking up. Tendo immediately rushed upstairs, finding the giant left in the same place as the last time he'd seen him, and tried shaking him to see for himself. Hey, Ushiwaka, wake up. You're scaring you. Don't do that, you dummy. Ushi? Tendo shook his head in disbelief and turned back to the stairs to get Asahi, who was still comforting Noya, when he startled, feeling fingers wrap around his wrist, holding him back. He whipped his head around so fast, he literally gave himself whiplash. You're being too loud. A chocolatier chef screamed out of surprise and slapped Ushijima hard on the chest. Ow? Ushiwaka, you idiot! Asi barged into the door, holding a weeping Noya. The ace's stare softened and held out his arms to console the brunette. Noya gladly accepted the gesture and cried into the crook of his neck, cursing him for everything. That wasn't funny. Why weren't you listening to me? I tried waking you, and you wouldn't. I thought... Hey, it's okay. I'm awake now, right? Honestly, I was resting for the most part and didn't want to wake up. Practice has just been rough as of late. I didn't mean to worry any of you. Honestly, he was surprisingly the most composed out of the three, and would surely crumble once this was all said and done, but for now he cleared his throat. Well, dinner is almost done. We can eat and then you can properly rest. How's that sound? His chest warmed, feeling touched at the kind offer the latter always seemed to make room for. That sounds lovely. Anyone cutting onions? No, you're just a wuss. I didn't notice how you were feeling at practice today. I know I may push you a lot at practice, but it's alright to tell me to back off for a moment and rest if you need it. Is this character development? Todo would be so proud. Why do you say that like he's dead? I'm fine. I'm just relieved we have tomorrow off. Good luck on the next prank though. Speaking of, I'll do it. I'm hungry. I expect my onigiri and my porch sub in 15 minutes, you hear? Alright, this officially concludes the first part of this new challenge. There will be 6 parts in total. I am adding a new ship if you have not understood? What is the word I'm looking for? Anyways, it is Osasuna, Komo Aka. Wow, I am really lagging today. So yes, there's officially 6 parts, 6 poly ships that I am working with. And always, thank you so much, my lovely duckers. You guys make it so much easier to make content. You guys are super duper amazing. Just thank you so much for all of your support. And I will see you guys next time.